In a derby of the Gardens, a terrific thunderbolt strike from Nakil Wright was not enough to stop Arnett Gardens from walking with all 3 points at the end of full time. A missed penalty from Montego Bay United resulted in a 0-0 stalemate with second-place Cavalier. Portmore United and Molynes United drew 1-1 in an exciting Monday night fixture. And after 13 match weeks, Falkland registers their first win in the Jamaica Premier League. Welcome to JPL in 30, the highlight show for the Jamaica Premier League. In the first of Sunday's doubleheader at the Ashenine Stadium, St. Andrew, Jamaica, it was an intense battle between these two many-time champions, Arnett Gardens and Tivoli Gardens. From as early as 18 minutes into the game, Nakil Wright would provide this stunning rocket to take Tivoli into the lead. Fabian Reid would draw a penalty and convert himself for his 6th of the season, 63rd of his career. Arnett Gardens turned up the pressure in the second half. The Junglists would take the lead through another sublime team goal of the season contender, with Shea Smith finishing in style, his second of the season in his second consecutive outing for Arnett Gardens. Here are the highlights. Donald Oliver and Lee J. Williams provided commentary.
Tivoli Gardens were aggressive, purposeful in that first half. Rodrigo Wellington with the free kick attempt, wide of the mark, and then this was a gem of a hit. Wonderfully done by Nakil Wright. Just taking it down and then bang, top right-hand corner, beating Asher Hutchinson in goal. We can watch that all day. And that's how he opened his account in the Jamaica Premier League. Then this effort, way over the top. Guthrie sending this one inside for Arnett Gardens. Thomas hitting that one skywards. And then the link up, wonderfully done. Fabian Reid bundled over inside the box by Pennycook, and he steps up himself to convert. 6 goals this season, his 3rd against Tivoli Gardens. And they were back in the contest. And then Reid, hustling his way through, was put off well by Christopher Matthews at the back. And then lovely stuff with Reid sending it out wide. And Smith, his attempt was a bit tame in the end. Lovely back heel from Reid to Deacon. That was a lovely touch inside to Thomas. The dink over the top, and Smith with the finish. 2-2 for Arnett Gardens, number 11. He loves scoring against Tivoli Gardens, Shea Smith. His 4th overall after scoring 3 in the similar colours of Portmore United back then. And then Deacon could supply the finish there. And Reid trying to chip Watkins, unsuccessful. Then the ball over the top. They could have sealed it. Ajuma Johnson to Smith, looking for his 2nd of the game. And then Reid again looking for yet another chip, finding the side netting. As we take a look at the full-time statistics here, Tivoli Gardens with 7 shots, just the 1 on target. Arnett Gardens with 14 shots, 8 on target. They were really good, especially in the second half. They committed 17 fouls though, a little bit more physical. Tivoli Gardens with just the 4 fouls. They had 5 corner kicks. Arnett Gardens 1 more than Tivoli Gardens. And they also had the majority of the possession, did the Junglists at 52%.
Yeah, we have to thank Father God first, you know. Because without Father God, we couldn't get that win, yeah. You understand? Yeah.
So do you think that your performance really led this team to capture the victory in the end because you had to come from behind?
Yeah, first off, you know, we never really play that we were supposed to play. So the coach tell us we need to do a second half and come out, and then we'll play what type of football so we can get the win. So that we do in the second half, so we get the victory.
I think we just lose our concentration and get indiscipline in the second half. I think first half we were doing everything correct. We did not create much chances to score. So that was one of our problems today. So we have to just go and look back on that and come back.
What was a good game? I thought we take 60 minutes to get into the game. You know, the first 30 minutes they were all of us. You know, we didn't control the game, so to speak. We was running up and down. Thought the 60 minutes. We get into our own, start pass the ball around, start going forward, going back, you know. And it went well tonight.
Cavalier and Montego Bay United featured in the second encounter of Sunday's doubleheader at the Ashenine Stadium. Both teams created unique chances to break the deadlock. Neither had the clinical and attacking threat to do so. Colin Anderson from point-blank range missed the target completely on one occasion. But the biggest miss of the day, after being awarded a penalty for a handed ball, Montego Bay United's number 10 from 12 yards could not beat Vina Bartlett in goal. 0-0 was the final score. Here are the highlights. Donald Oliver and Lidge Williams, they were in the commentary box.
As we take a look at the highlights in this one. This shot put into the back of the net. Jevan Leng, though, was in an offside position. Penalty was awarded. There was a handball inside the area. Fogarty stepped up. Saved by Vina Bartlett. Big chance there. Bartlett was in the way. Ball played inside. Allen couldn't quite keep the shot on target. It was eventually cleared by Montego Bay United. Atkinson with a free kick. Didn't have a lot of power behind it. And no issues there for Davani Burton. Clear chance for Colin Anderson there. And couldn't place the header well. Atkinson with the effort on target. Good save by Burton to his left, making the stop. And then this shot was going wide of the mark. Montego Bay United defending stubbornly. And that was that for this match.
Well, I think it could have been a bit better. But the greatest thing we get 1 point, so I have to put myself on the line to get the point.
It was always going to be a difficult game because Mobe is that type of team that is difficult to score on. So we knew that. They had some flexibility in how they play. Sometimes they press, sometimes they drop off. So it was a difficult game. Yeah, I thought I would get some chance, which I done better.
Well, the performance was good overall, but I'm very disappointed. We should have won the game. We were very sound defensively. I thought we did our homework very well. The players were very tactical, very disciplined. In the first stage of the game, first quarter, we were very solid. We played them in transition. We had some possession, but they kept on moving the ball in the wide areas. We understood what they want, but we could have gone ahead in the first half. We had 2 more chances in the second half. It continues for us in terms of our dismality in front of the goal, but we are grateful for the performance in terms of a clean sheet today.
This is highlights from Matchweek 13. We take our first break. JPL in 30. We will be right back. Welcome back to JPL in 30 with the highlights from Matchweek 13. Portmore United and Molynes United were at each other's throat from the start. Fans and viewers alike were treated to excellent football and will be rewarded early with a goal to cheer about. 22 minutes in the first half, Jason White linked up with Shamaria Dennis to carve out a lovely goal to give them the lead. Portmore went in search for the equalizer, and after a few missed chances, Emilio Rousseau from about 25 yards out drilled one past Peter Harrison in goal. Here are the highlights. Donald Oliver and Dwight Jeremiah were in the commentary box.
As we take a look at the highlights here, Emilio Rousseau very involved in this game. The free kick over the top. And then some really good work. Lovely turn by Wright. Dennis doing well and converting. That's his first goal this season. Shamaria Dennis with a nice finish there. A lot of power, but set up well by Jason Wright. Dennis enjoyed that. He really did. And Molynes United were in front. Long throw inside, looking for Alex Marshall. His header hitting the woodwork. Shakon Satchwell was also involved, giving Peter Harrison some work with that one. And then Segan Knight lifting that one up and then lifting it over the crossbar. Wright and Nelson working well. Nelson cutting inside. We've seen this before. And the save by Benjamin Williams denying that shot. then Rousseau's delivery. He provided so many good balls inside the box. And that one was headed over the top by Akeem Molynes. Molynes in turn sending this one inside, was looking for Walsh, and then Rousseau with the effort. And then Molynes United were eventually able to clear their lines. Now Knight finding Rousseau, who drove that one to the left of Peter Harrison. It was a wonderful hit. Bounced just in front of the Molynes United custodian. And that was the equalizer for Portmore United. And then another wonderful, delightful turn from Jason Wright, but that shot was going well wide of the mark before it was blocked. And then Rudolph Austin, glorious opportunity, was inside the box and couldn't convert the cross from Rousseau, and then Austin's effort from the free kick, pretty much the last kick of the game. 1-1 the final score. As we take a look at the statistics here, Portmore United with 13 shots, just the 1 on target. Molynes United with 7, 3 on target. 21 fouls were committed in this one. 6 yellow cards were shown. 4 corner kicks for Portmore United. And Molynes United had the majority of the possession in the end at 55%.
My coach always tell me to get myself in position anywhere around the box, because I have the ability to shoot from anywhere there. So I get myself in position and I pull a shot.
Right short, we created chances that I think if we were more clinical with those chances, we could have gotten all 3 points today. But I mean, we went down early, and the team showed some amount of character, and the way they got back in the game and control the game is something positive.
Going into the second round, we're going to get stronger, with a few additions that we have signed in the January transfer window, and we only can get better. And John R. Cunningham has returned from Vietnam, give us a bolster in the midfield, and we're going to get better.
Falkland FC got their first win of the season, and it was against a familiar foe, Chapelton Maroons. Both teams were recently promoted from Tier 2, in which they met 3 times. They were meeting for the first time in the Jamaica Premier League, and for their 4th straight meeting, Falkland FC have gotten the better of Chapelton Maroons. Chapelton for most of the game created most of the chances, but were lacking in front of goal, and a poor defensive decision from Ronaldo Christian allowed Neil Clark to steal possession, and he was calm enough to put his gift away. 1-0 the final score. Here are the highlights. Donald Oliver and Dwight Jeremiah, they were in the commentary box.
As we take a look at the highlights in this one, Alex Gill driving this one. It was wide of the mark, but David Swaby just making sure that he was behind this, and this one was headed down and over the top by Campbell. What an opportunity for Chapelton Maroons to stay in the lead, and they would have more chances. This one had to be saved. The effort from Ricardo James, and then this free kick wayward over the top. Gale launching that one inside and nodded down into the arms of the custodian. And then Kenelda Brown placing this one inside, and Malik Stevens didn't have a lot of power behind it. And then this delivery inside came across to Elliott, and well, only he can explain how he missed that one. Chapelton really had the chances. They had the clear-cut opportunities, and nothing to show for it. And then a mistake at the back for Ronaldo Christian. Robbed by Neil Clark, who made no mistake. Not sure exactly what Christian was trying to do there, but he was robbed, couldn't recover in time, and Clark with the finish. Taylor's effort, central, no issues there for Swaby in goal. And that was that for this game. Chapelton with 9 shots, 3 on target. Falkland with the only shot on target being their goal. 27 fouls were committed in a really physical game. And at the end of the day, Falkland with the majority of the possession at 55%.
Yeah, it's a wonderful goal, and it's a great feeling for me to know that our team get the first win of the season. So it's a valid goal for me and the team.
We have got just 5 sessions of training. And the team on the first half time, I like it. We have got more possibility of the goals. But on the second half time, we get down a little bit. We're going to work more the fitness, but it's not the end of the world. Psychologically, the team, we needed to work them more because to lost 6 points, it's not easy for anybody, but we continue to do the job and try to improve the players. Maybe if there is possibility to hire some of the players, mainly on the striker. We need a power in our attack.
Well, it's a very good feeling. You know, we have to say congrats to the players. Chapelton played well, and you know we tried to coach 2 lines at a time, and I think it worked for us. Well, it was a spirited performance from Falkland, and we have to just tell the lads congrats. I think they really played tonight. You know, they played a lot of heart, determination, and they wanted the win.
Results from the non-televised matches are Mount Pleasant blanked Dunby Holding 3-0. Very United clipped Harbourview 1-0. Humble Lion and Waterhouse played to a 0-0 draw. Mount Pleasant, Cavalier, Arnett Gardens, Humble Lions, Harbourview and Dunby Holding rounds up the top 6 respectively for the playoff spots. This has been JPL 30 on your home of champions SportsMax. Tune in next week for Matchweek 14 highlights of the Jamaica Premier League, powered by Digicel.